Good evening. You are watching The Shadows of Nox, and this is Destination Investigations, where a group of investigators find some of the most craven, haunted, and weird places in the world and investigate them. I am your game master, John McDonald, though I sometimes go by other names. Our investigators today will have a chance to introduce themselves in a moment after I've set the scene. A reminder for those whose first time is with us for an investigation. Dear audience, listeners, viewers, there are two rules for this particular episode of Destination Investigations. The first is very simple. If you want to level up your investigator, such as Pink and Yellow have done before, you need only survive the investigation to do so. But the second, and I may have lied about this, is that perhaps everyone has come to the table with a secret. Who can you trust? Who is in it for their own gain? And who will be your downfall? Let us proceed to find out. Tonight, we attend to the site of a grisly multiple murder house. Heathrow Manor was once a gay jewel just outside the city limits. But as the pallor of death washed over it, the grand and glittering mansion fell dull and lackluster. If there's anywhere where life after death resides, it is truly in this place. Good luck, investigator. Green, as I pull up the map you so helpfully provided to all the investigators, you may begin the introductions as you see fit.
Yes. I'm Investigator Green, and I used to work in the city planning department. We're on a break right now, exploring things. And no, I'm not calling it a midlife crisis. No. Anyways, I'm Investigator Green. Good to meet everyone.
Fabulous. Investigator Blue, please introduce yourself as well.
Hi, I'm Investigator Blue, and I will be your camera and video person for this outing. I love everything behind a camera. In fact, getting my face from behind the camera is the trick rather than the reverse.
It's true. You do have all that lovely bulky camera equipment. As
Bulky,
you
it's
introduce
built
yourself,
builds
I'm
strength.
just moving. Yeah. What was that?
It just builds strength.
It does build strength. Yes. As we are introducing ourselves, I am moving you on to the map. You are going to be starting out in front of the mansion, so I'm just going to make sure I do that as I can. Investigator Pink, please introduce yourself.
I am Investigator Pink. I am the occult specialist, general woo person, here to talk to the ghosts and maybe make them have a change of heart.
Anything is possible after all. Investigator Red, welcome.
Hello, I'm Investigator Red, and I will be here to patch up skinned knees, paper cuts, splinters, the usual things that happen when investigators aren't watching where they're walking.
Certainly there won't be any ghosts, so you'll probably have a fairly boring evening, I
Of course, ghosts, whatever.
Investigator Yellow, welcome to Heathrow Manor.
Good evening. I am Investigator Yellow. I don't know that I believe in ghosts, but I do believe in people injuring themselves through accidents and stupidity, in code things that, bad sites that could hurt people, and sometimes real estate scammers who are trying to trick people in some way. So I'm going to be on the lookout for all of that and try to keep you people from getting hurt or hurting yourselves. Please keep your eyes open.
How very kind of you. And of course, all of you in our lovely, generous audience know Investigator Black, who has the lavalier and who talks with you and bonds with you and definitely makes sure everyone is safe and that he's not just doing the most for the sensation of it all. Investigator Black, welcome to Heathrow Manor. It is a party for all.
Hi, chat. Welcome to Destination Investigations. We're excited to have you. Don't listen to all these skeptics. Obviously, stuff is real. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be doing this, trying to bring you the truth. So I'm excited. We're all excited. Let's get in there.
Fabulous. So I will give you 2 hints to begin with that everyone will know. The first is that just for being in this episode of Destination Investigations, not only do you get a paycheck, which of course is minimal, but it's lovely, you also get what's called a resurrection point. In the Essence 20 system, they're called story points, but in this game we call them resurrection points. If you need to know what they can do, if you scroll down the Rule 20 page, there is a handout for resurrection and story points, and everyone should have access to it to look at it. The other one is that the front door is unlocked. Fairly simple to figure out because everyone's still living in this manor house in the end left in a hurry. In fact, remnants of vehicles still remain on the grounds, including one unfortunate vehicle that ended up perpetually stuck in the mud and tilted at a high angle just inside the gate. Easy enough to get around, though. Behind you, a welcoming gardenscape has grown wild. Before you, the unlocked front door. To the right of you, a grass passageway to the back of the house just past a large doghouse to the side. What would you like to do?
I'm documenting everything, starting with that car at the weird angle. That's gonna be a nice opening image for this investigation because it shows the weirdness of this situation that someone will leave this car in such a precarious position. So I've got the camera out and I'm rolling because I've got plenty of storage space. I'm not afraid to use it.
I'm gonna duck in frame of the camera for a minute and just be like, can you imagine how deep this mud has to be for the car to be sticking up at this angle? That doesn't even make sense. Crazy. And then duck back out of frame.
I'll do perimeter checks, make sure that there are no open windows, any broken things that I should be aware of. Check the doghouse to make sure there's no wildlife in there, that kind of thing.
All right. Give me an alertness roll as you approach the doghouse.
Sorry, alertness is under.
It is under smarts, if I remember correctly.
Yep,
Yes,
sorry.
alertness is under smart. You got a 16, which is a lovely score. There's nothing in the doghouse, thankfully. There are the remnants of 2 large bones, though, that look like a dog was chewing on them recently, but there hasn't been a dog here in quite a while. Strange.
Can I roll an animal handling to see if I can identify the bones? Or would that be another skill?
That would be a survival roll.
Okay, do I have that?
Everyone has survival. It's just a matter of rolling it, really. It's under smarts.
Sure. I will roll survival.
With that 21, these are, well, steak bones, but it's like someone took a large portion of cow and then fed it to some dogs, but it should have decayed much more than it's decayed. It looks far too fresh.
I think someone is still living here.
Meanwhile, did everybody have their coffee yet? Have donuts? I brought some donuts. But also, we should really probably go set up the cameras where the murders were, right? Because that's where the ghosts are going to. I've got to have a map here somewhere that shows that.
You have the map. So you tell me where to point the cameras, man.
Investigator Red is just going to be wandering along with everybody, goes and takes a look at the doorknob, and then opens the front door.
All
Just
right.
to see. You know,
Of course. Yes.
Now turn and smile at the camera, Red. That's it. Give me that grin look. Give me that look. Yes, that look. Yes, thank you. Good. Continue.
So the home is quiet. It is amusingly well lit. The power is on, and all the lights are on, although no one seems to be home. A chandelier has crashed onto the ground near the stairway. So it's near the back of the open front area, near where the cellar is. So there are little pieces of splintered glass you can see on the floor, but you're all wearing shoes. So really the only thing is it's barely hiding a brown checkered pattern on the floor. But the house is actually lit, which is kind of rare for destination investigations. No need for extra lighting, apparently, which will save some money potentially.
You mean I brought all the extra lights for nothing? Okay.
Green, good
Never
looking
mind.
out, getting the utilities turned back on before we got out here. Good call. Hey Pink, can you do us a favor? Let's give our audience, let's give our chat a little bit of background. Like, okay, multiple murders, Heathrow Manor. Shoot, what do you got for us? Give us the juicy deets.
I don't actually have them just yet.
You could do a culture roll to see what you sense.
Yes, I'm going to roll my occult specialty to look for ghost signs or things that indicate the history of supernatural goings on in this house.
as soon as Pink starts to commune or whatever, Red moves over to Pink just in case they faint. That sort of thing.
I did not faint today, but I appreciate you.
Just make sure that you're not going to fall over again this time.
That is very fair. So it's odd because there were only 6 murders that were committed in this house, of course, but it feels like every one of those presences is doubled. Which is not something you've ever felt in Ghost World feeling before.
Hmm.
A little disconcerting to say.
Yes, they are active in this house. And I think they're angry. We should be cautious moving through here.
The Restless Dead. That's exactly what we're looking for here on Destination Investigations. Pink.
I hope they don't possess your cameras.
They best not. I paid good money for these.
Yeah, I think if they want the cameras, they're gonna have to tangle with Blue, and I wouldn't come between him and his equipment. So, my money's on him. All right, let's. We're first. Where do we go first? What do we do? Come on.
Black, are you leading the team into the house? Are you actually passing the foyer?
Oh yes, yeah. Probably walking backwards, facing the camera, arms out, like very, very not paying attention to where he's going.
Fabulous. Give me an athletics roll.
If he's handing money for the chandelier, I'm gonna run in there and grab him before he steps on it and falls on his ass.
Are you talking about black or blue?
Whoever's walking backwards into
he's walking backwards. I don't go backwards.
I wouldn't worry about that quite yet. Please give me an athletics roll, Investigator Black, as you are the first one to enter the house. Fabulous. So here's the thing about walking backwards. That wasn't the problem. The problem was the trap door in the foyer. You fall into the basement. Not enough that your feet is lost, but you'll have a limp for the rest of this episode. Anyone else wishing to enter the house will need to give me an acrobatics check to see if you enter the house or if you enter the basement.
Ah!
Acrobatics.
How far down is the basement? Like, can I lower myself into the basement to get to Black so that I can assess his situation?
It's about 20 feet, so
I
if you
have
just
rope.
want to do...
I have
You
rope
do
for
have
this
a rope.
very purpose. As I pull 25 feet of rope out of my pack and loop it around and toss it down.
Are you
You
going
can climb, right, Investigator Black?
What? Is it still? Hey, the feed's still working. Hey, chat. Is the take out my phone and kind of like check the stream? Oh no, I'm okay. No, why would I climb out? Get down here. This is like turn on the flashlight. What is?
I got the camera pointed down in the trapdoor because I got a 15, so I danced over the trapdoor quite nicely. Now,
Can you see
filming.
stairs to the basement, Black?
I'd take the rope and secure it to the staircase and rappel down to the where the talent is.
Oh, that's great, Yellow. Yeah, just like that. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Oh, lovely. You're all working together. I enjoy that so much. Yes.
Did anybody die in the basement?
I will climb down if we're heading down there.
The only thing that died in this basement that Pink can tell, because it's living off their previous role, is a sense of decorum. The basement is filled with junk, we will charitably say. This is where they stored all the things that don't fit the aesthetic of the house. So there is a staircase to get back up into the house proper, but you have to go through mounds of garbage to get there. Not enough for a roll, just enough to be annoying.
Is it garbage or are there some like interesting trinkets down here?
Well, the person that was hoarding them thought they were interesting, but that's really a value opinion, I would
All right.
say.
I'm particularly on the lookout for rusty nails and blades and other things that could, hurt us as we walk by the debris.
All right. Well,
Give me an alertness roll then. You're looking for.
if there's a stairway
debris.
out, then we should just secure the trapdoor so that we don't, fall again if we need to rush our way out through the front door being chased by something.
I think you've been watching too much Scooby Doo.
I fail to notice anything.
You come across something that looks like a nail, but when you go to test it, like one of those Jack in the Box things pops out unexpectedly, and so you are unnerved by the Jack in the Box enough not to notice it. Just in case anything else is that.
I'm curious since the meat in the doghouse was so fresh. I want to see if anything here is less dusty than the things around it or has been handled or moved recently.
That will be an alertness roll.
I can't decide if I need to go into the basement or if I need to stay up here to keep the other people from.
I noticed nothing.
As long as you have done the acrobatics check to get past the welcome mat trapdoor, you can enter the house and do whatever you wish.
I know. I want to disable the welcome mat trapdoor and close it. Can I do it from up here? Or do I have to do it from the basement?
Give me a technology roll if you wish to find out. Or a science roll if you have a mechanical specialization. Otherwise, a technology roll.
I mean, I have a specialization in interacting with architectural features.
That will work. Fabulous.
Natural 20.
That natural 20 would be wonderful if there was anything to disable. It just seems there was nothing underneath the welcome mat. But as you're looking at it, try to find the contraption, a little hidden panel slides.
Hidden
And
panel.
it seems to have reset itself? Question mark.
It's probably fine now.
Probably.
Hey, Chad, give us some feedback here. Like, send us some likes or something like that if you want to continue with like the house renovations and fiddling around with stuff. But like, post something in the chat, something like "go explore" or something like that, if you want us to actually do what we're here to do. Because I'm sure this is fascinating, but like multiple murders, ghosts. Someone said maybe vampires. Like, that's what we're here for. Am I right? Come on.
I would like to also state that this little diatribe that you are giving is happening in more darkness because there's less light here. So
Who's in the basement and who's outside the basement at this point?
Basement.
Basement.
Not basement.
Did I have to disable it from below or above?
if you were below, then I will say you were below, that you climbed down.
Okay. Then I
But
have a
the bonus
flashlight
is-
to take out. But let's be honest. As long as we're down here, I'm taking out my blue light flashlight, not my regular.
So the cameraman and the medic are upstairs, and we've just seen things fix themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we have.
How wonderful is that?
Hold up.
So just to be clear, the trapdoor closed above us.
Oh yes,
Okay.
it may have. Reset is the wrong word because someone usually has to reset something, but it just seems to do it on its own. How strange.
Okay, hold on, Blue.
That
let me
was totally because I was
test
doing
this for you and make sure it's not completely terrible. I will jump to the other side, I guess, using acrobatics, and then I will push on the thing with my hand to try and see if it's still trapped.
Give me a might roll, if you please.
Oh, am I good at that?
I'm
Let's
gonna
see,
just
what
head
is-
to the stairs.
That's a strength roll. Is might?
Okay,
Yes.
grappling. Ooh. Submit. No change. Normal. 15.
15. Oh, well, it seems fairly solid. You have pushed walls that were less solid than this welcome mat trapdoor, so it seems it's an odd feature to add to a house and not at least have a warning about.
It seems I'll come across Blue.
Yep.
I have my hands out to grab him in case.
Fabulous.
And then basically go towards the door wherever to the basement is.
Yeah, where the staircase is. Yeah, so we can meet the others.
Yes, the cellar, you can see like the outline of the cellar door in the light. It's underneath the staircase that goes to the second floor.
Oh, it's up here.
There are little griffins on the stairwell banister and some places of seating in the main hall that look very plush, but you'd have to dust off some little chandelier bits in order to sit. But yes, you can easily head back to that cellar door. There is some light, just not as much as upstairs, as you say.
And is the cellar door unlocked?
There is no calling it. It's more of a doorway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no door that you can tell.
Uh,
I don't know why everybody's in such a rush to get out of the basement because this place is seriously creepy. I think we should stick around and explore, but you know, in the interest of team cohesion, let's make sure that we've got our game plan. We'll get everybody back together after our little tumble, and hey, at least now we know it's here.
I mean,
How
it's kind
awesome
of
was
full
that
of
as an
this-
opener?
kind of
Sorry,
full of
guys.
the stuff my great aunt Nell would have collected, and
Investigator Black, give me an acrobatics roll, if you please.
Oh, okay. I'm not
Oh,
sure what
fudge.
prompted that, but acrobatics
Were you
is
working
will,
backwards again?
will balance come into play here or no?
Yes, it will.
$16.
Yes. So you fall face first into some dirty pillows, but the 16 saves them from being filled with roaches. So good for you.
So I don't step on pillows full of roaches?
Well, you step on pillows; they're just not full of roaches.
Okay, all right.
Yes, but the dust in the blue light, it certainly looks spooky.
Yes, it does.
All right. Let's get back up on the first floor with the rest of the team.
All right, if you don't mind, I'll lead the way. Check the stairs out as I go. Make sure if none of the steps are missing or anything.
You're so mistrustful, but if you'd like to do an alertness roll to see if any of the steps are missing or broken, you certainly may. I do appreciate a mistrusting investigator.
The trapdoor in the entrance to this house. Of course, we're going to mistrust.
So, it reset, didn't it? 13. It is a well-crafted craftsman staircase. This house was built in a time when things were made to last. Thank you to the Sears and Roebuck Company. So yes, these stairs are more stable than the entryway, it seems.
Once we get
All
to
right,
the top of the... Oh, sorry, go
Yeah.
ahead.
All right, Black. Time to go up the stairs and start talking. Action.
You're assuming I finished talking. Can I start climbing the stairs and say, again, kind of walking backwards, looking at the camera as I go. So everybody said that a live stream wouldn't work for this kind of content, like this kind of investigation. There's too much setup, there's too much prep, there's all this other stuff that has to go into it. But we wouldn't have found in real time an actual secret an actual secret trapdoor, like legitimately, organically, the way we just did. How cool is that? Everybody's so worried about like, oh, safety and everything. The house wouldn't still be here if it was condemned. They would have torn it down, so it must be fine.
Indeed, it must be fine.
You are
For
far
the
too
audience,
trusting.
for the audience at home, as you get up the stairs, I did draw this map, so I drew kind of the rooms in the size they are, and all of them have doors, but none of the doors are locked. So I just wanted to give you a visualization of the space, if that makes sense. So you have 3 rooms on the right, and then some sort of back door that you can't quite tell what it goes to. You have the half-bath powder room on the front floor, and a door that next to the cellar will lead to the kitchen. And then you've got 2 rooms here on the left. Many rooms to explore. There's also an upstairs, of course. Or you
I
could
think that's
try
what
your
I
luck with the
think-
trapdoor again.
I think that's what we were doing, the upstairs, because Black was climbing up the stairs after Yellow checked them.
No, that was from the basement up here to the main floor.
Okay.
Now
I
we're
was thinking which stairs you were.
Hey, everybody, we're back. It's a very boring basement, apart from the spooky dust.
All right. You know what? Sorry. Let's just. Can we like? I'm gonna like fiddle with the mic and. Okay, I think that's off. All right, guys, come on. Like skepticism, the negativity, rushing out of like the most interesting rooms. We're trying to drive people to watch. They're not gonna watch if all we're doing is going around saying, "Oh, this isn't very interesting." Like, come on, work with me here.
But nobody died at the door. Shouldn't we go to where they died? Isn't that the whole thing?
We'll get there. You have to build up to that. It's a culmination. You don't start at the most interesting spots.
Well, usually we follow the
Back me up on this.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
You were going to say
All
something,
right,
Lloyd?
okay. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry if I missed somebody. Go ahead.
Oh, I just said usually we follow the psychic, and I look at Investigator Peak. They give us the best directions on where to find the bodies or the
Oh,
cold
yes.
spots.
Yes.
Investigator Pink, Would you like to lead this investigation, so to speak?
Yes, I am. Hmm. I
Give
am
me
going to
a
start. Hmm?
give me a culture roll.
All right.
We'll see if I give you any occult information now that you're actually inside the house, because of course there are always stories online, but the reality of being in a space is much different.
Hmm.
Uh, all on the first floor. There's nothing upstairs. Don't even bother going upstairs. Uh, it's all on one floor. Why would you murder someone all on one floor? So gauche.
Hmm. Hmm. I'm not getting much from upstairs. Let's be a little more thorough on this floor. I think we should start in the kitchen.
Kitchen. Hey, there are lots of knives in the kitchen. Who knows? Something could have happened.
Exactly what I thought.
All right.
We should play
Kitchen.
sharp.
Great plan.
All right.
Okay.
Is everyone heading into the kitchen together?
If nobody gets in front of me, I lead the way into the kitchen. So, as always, looking for sharp objects out of place that can hurt people.
Well, of course, it is a kitchen. I would describe the kitchen for you. It is, well, it's an all white kitchen, which is a rather strange affair. There is a delicious looking chocolate maple cake that has just been outright abandoned on a long wooden island in the middle of the room. There are a couple of doors, but it looks like one might lead to like a meat locker, perhaps? Who knows? But someone just abandoned a cake here. How odd.
Does the cake smell fresh? How long has it been here?
Give me a survival roll if you wish to inquire about the nature of the cake. Here's the thing about maple in the
It's
frosting. It
certainly
makes it look a little more ancient than it might be.
Mm.
You know, you could take your chances. It's cake is cake, but it could be poisoned.
This is
I
not the food channel. Just keeping in mind, Pink. This is not the food channel.
y'all should not just randomly eat things in an abandoned murder house.
I'm not
Oh, come
eating the cake. I'm smelling it. Different operations.
But you know, uh,
I'm gonna kind of sidle up next to Green and stage whisper. So nice job getting the cake delivered here before we got here. That's good idea. And kind of like nudge him with my elbow before I walk past him.
No, there was a receipt. I saw something. We can talk. Well, I'm getting reimbursed for that, right?
Yeah. I'm sure. We'll figure it out. Hey, Red, can you do you happen to have like an ace bandage or a knee brace or anything in that thing? Like I kind of tweaked my knee in that fall.
I do. Okay, nobody eat the cake while I deal with Black, and then
Yeah.
I will go over and like using my first aid and med, basically check his knee to see if he's being a wimp or if he actually hurt himself.
While this is
All right.
happening, I'm gonna go get the cake.
Okay.
And I
By
intend
the
to.
way,
I intend to take. Well, wait. It's chocolate. You said.
chocolate maple.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna go feed it to the potential ghost dogs, but chocolate is poison. So never mind.
Yes.
I'm just
That's
gonna
an
put like
urgent
a.
issue.
I'm just gonna put something on top of it so that it doesn't attract flies.
When
Find an
you-
upside down pan.
Yes, when you attempt to open one of the kitchen cabinet doors, it closes on you as you are attempting to open it.
Well, that's odd. Let's try to open that again.
Give me a might roll.
Other cap.
I will also state for all the investigators in a room, if you want to look for things, either you're going to do a culture roll if you're looking for ghosts, or an alertness roll if you're looking for things. If you want to try to open unlocked doors, that will be a finesse roll or a sleight of hand. Just for all of the rooms. That is an 11 might roll. Yes, whatever is trying to keep you from opening this cabinet, you are just slightly stronger than.
Also, I got a 21 on making sure Agent Investigator Black is fine or whatever I need to do.
Oh yes, he's going to have a bruise, but Investigator Black is the trooper when he lives.
Nothing quite so bulky. It's got to go under the pant leg. It ruins the line of the pants otherwise. It doesn't show up good on camera.
I will just shoot you from the waist up if necessary, Black.
I mean, leaving out the. All right, I guess.
This way the viewers don't see you hobbling.
I can make it hurt even worse.
Wow, the hostility. Look, I'm here to sell the show. There are certain assets that sell the show. I know how this works. I've watched the ratings.
Could be you have actually managed to hurt yourself falling into the trap door and a bandage, and I could put fake blood on it if you want.
Oh,
ooh. Save that for later. Yeah, save that for later.
Yes.
Okay.
Fake blood, of course.
All right. I have a lot of things in this case.
It's true, you do.
I didn't expect fake blood, but I'll go with it.
Yeah, I could do iodine. I can do all kinds of stuff that makes it look like blood seeping through bandages.
So the cabinet doors didn't much care to be opened, and there are 2 locked doors in this room in this oddly all-white kitchen.
Which room?
Terrible for filming.
I'm just gonna go start opening.
Which room was the kitchen? Out of curiosity, of the one.
The kitchen is behind the staircase, so like the staircase going to the 2nd floor. So you're basically behind the cellar now on the main floor.
I see. So like back here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, back there basically.
Okay.
Like that, yes, just like that.
Well, I mean,
All
take a look
right.
at this kitchen, folks. Like, is this got like sanitarium vibes written all over it? I haven't seen an all-white kitchen since that investigation we did back at the old insane asylum.
I'm not liking this cinematographer. It's just boring. It feels medical. Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel a little bit kind of like institutional, doesn't it? Luckily, we've got a ghost cake.
What did
All right.
on the cake?
Yeah, what did Green put on the cake?
Just a
Green has
bowl.
not been able to put anything on the cake.
Oh,
because
I
every time
opened a
Green
cabinet.
opens up a
Alright.
cabinet,
Oh,
it closes on them, and they're trying to keep a cabinet open right now in order to find something.
Yeah, these have got like really
Yeah.
powerful
I'm going
self-closing
to-
hinges. Sorry, Pete.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I'm going to make an occult roll and try to commune directly with whatever is keeping the cabinet doors closed.
Chat,
any
Chat,
spirits
you
here
sense the
with us?
hostility here, chat? It's like it's really strong in this room.
Are any spirits here with us? Please make yourselves known.
cameras are standing by, spirits.
That's great. So here's the thing. A knife goes flying by your head, and the knife has a gold gilt as you try to commune with the spirits, and it goes flinging itself onto the floor.
Oh,
Whoa!
I go over and step on the knife with my combat boot to keep it from going anywhere, and then I try to see where the knife came from.
Who is currently holding the knife?
I thought you said it went on the floor.
It did, but somebody grabbed for it as you put your boot down. Who actually grabbed for it?
Did somebody grab for it?
I didn't grab for it.
I didn't hear anybody grab for
somebody.
it.
Okay, so we got a boot on it. Just give me a moment.
Blue, tell me you got that.
I think I need to make a roll to see if I got that. I will. Let's see. I got let's see, performance editing and movie art. Let's see if I got that. I want to find out if I got that.
Let's see if you got that yet.
No, I did not get that.
This is why we need 2 camera people. That's why I keep saying 2 cameras, 2 angles. You know what? It's fine. It's cool. It happens.
I'm grumbling under my breath at myself. Not at you, Black, at myself. Like, damn it, I had it.
So Investigator Blue, were you the one that have their boot on the knife currently?
No, that's Yellow.
Yellow has the knife,
Okay.
the boot on the knife. And I'm looking around trying to figure out where the knife came from.
All right. I'm actually going to see. How does Whisper work in this game again? I think it's /W, right?
In Roll20, I think it's /Whisper
Oh,
and or /W and
Yeah, /W.
the name of
and
the
then
person
player's
in
name,
Roll20.
and then the mess.
Okay. And yellow is Trish, right?
That's right.
I'm just testing this to see. Trish, do you see your name or anything like that?
No, I don't see anything in the Roll20 chat. Oh wait, something Jeff is typing.
Jeff is typing. All right, I'm going to send this to you on the Discord.
Okay.
Where are you? Wait, I'll do it here. Aha!
okay. I've just whispered to Jeff and to the game master. Did anybody else see that in Roll20?
Nope.
I didn't see anything.
Okay, so I guess yeah, it's just /W and then the name of the person.
I can do it in Discord and just send it via the Discord too, potentially. So we'll do it that way.
All right, I just whispered to you, Jeff, so you should be able to reply to me. Or we can do it in. Wait, no, I see it in Discord. Sorry.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. All right. So, looking around for whoever threw the knife. Is it right next to me or across the room or what?
Give me a culture roll.
There we go. Critical success.
Nice.
It is nose to nose with you.
Is it holding any other knives?
No.
So it's not holding a weapon. Okay, so I'm going to squat down real quick, get the knife from under my boot, and lunge at the ghost.
Are
film
the
that.
rest of us seeing anything other than
Okay.
her lunging for the ghost?
All you see is Investigator Yellow lunging with the knife at the air. Investigator Yellow, you have a snag to the rest of this game for all alertness rolls.
Okay.
Yellow, what are you doing?
I'm not sure that will work on
This is
Blue.
Pink. Do you see it?
Do I see it? Let me see.
It attacked me, or it attacked. It threw the knife. Don't you see it?
Yeah, I felt it throw the knife, but I don't see anything. I think you're just stabbing at the air.
Yeah, you should be a little bit
It's right
careful.
here.
Well, you should be really. You're going to hurt somebody. Yellow.
Well, yeah, I want to hurt the ghost that threw the knife. I
Investigator
didn't believe in
Yellow,
ghosts before, but I can see it right there.
give me a finesse roll.
That would be
Under speed.
Oh, under speed. Okay.
All sharp
Martial
objects
arts
are
specialization.
yes. All sharp objects use the finesse roll in this game. Don't worry about it.
All right. This is not perception, so I don't have a snag, right?
No snag.
13 success.
Fabulous. Roll me just a plain old D6.
Oh, boy.
Okay. 4.
Investigator Pink in their gambit to slice the air, they nick your arm.
Oh my god.
Give me the knife. Give me the knife.
Wait,
I give
did
Pink the knife.
Yellow just stab Pink?
Yellow just stabbed Pink.
I didn't stab Pink.
Whoa.
I accidentally scraped Pink with the knife.
Okay, whoa, hey,
Body in
look,
between Pink and Yellow.
Yellow.
And
I'm gonna step forward and be like, hey, Yellow, look, I appreciate the energy. This is exactly what we're talking about, but you got to discuss this with the team before you go like trying to do a bit or whatever. Like this is great. It's great. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm here for it, but like this kind of thing's got to get planned out.
I need to.
I can't plan for a surprise like that, but
Oh,
I'm
it's
really,
there.
really sorry, Pink. I'm really sorry.
right there. I can see it now.
You can see it
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
I'm standing
but
right
can
in
I
front of
see it?
you. Do not stab me.
I don't see it anymore.
Pink, I need to bandage your arm. Do not stab me.
Fabulous.
Do you understand?
Whoever asked for that roll, please do roll that roll.
Yeah.
I'm pulling
so
on the knife.
that's great. So, hey, Investigator Green, you know that 3 that you just rolled?
No, it was a 1 that I rolled. And then, I got the 2 for my skill.
Yeah, so that's a 3. So, as charitably to put this, you get in the way of the knife and it goes through your hand as you're trying to do whatever you were trying to do.
Is the knife stuck in his hand?
Oh,
Yep, it's stuck in his hand.
Okay.
And to be fair,
Lorick.
Investigator Pink did not do it. Kind of did it to themselves.
Okay. Okay, now I have 2 bleeding people. Okay, Pink, hold on. Green, hold on. This is gonna hurt. Do not stab me. I'm gonna get it out of you. I grab him by the wrist and I pull the knife out.
Whoa, I thought you weren't supposed to pull out an impaled out. Yeah, you know what? Hey, Blue, let's focus up the frame up on me.
Yeah. Point over here.
So, chat, as you can see, things are already going crazy.
Oh.
This is more like supernatural paranormal activity than this team has ever seen in person before. This is unprecedented, and wow, the
levels are off the charts in this kitchen.
Is that amount of blood normal, or does it just look like it's more because of all the white?
It's not
Investigator Green.
But the light doesn't help.
Investigator Green.
What?
Is connected to the knife. Someone who hasn't touched the knife before, pick it up and see if you can see the ghost.
I'm not picking up that knife.
I pulled it out of his hand and I'm bandaging him up. Of course, I probably put the knife down, so. But
okay.
I got a 14 on bandaging up Green.
Ooh. So you're choosing to save Green?
Pink wouldn't. Pink just apparently got a defensive wound versus a knife straight through the hand.
She's doing triage.
Triage.
Okay.
But then I'm going to turn around and try and get to Pink. Assuming.
Pink, give me. Give me a finesse roll, Pink.
All right.
19. You step out of the way as the knife goes flying through the room.
From where I put it down on the counter?
Oh yeah, it just went flying across the room.
So I'm like,
Dear God.
I go after the knife, try to
I
grab
was
it, and
trying
stick it into a cabinet so
to
that
put
it
the
can't
knife
fly.
into the cake.
Don't
Okay.
touch the knife.
Please give me a might roll to see if you can open one of the kitchen cabinets.
No, I'm not trying to open a kitchen cabinet. I'm trying to take the knife, stab it into a cabinet so that it'll be fixed in place and not go
Great.
around stabbing
Give
people.
me that. Actually, no. Give me a might roll. It's just a different sort of might roll.
Stabbing a cabinet.
Pink, are you going to let me bandage your arm?
Under strength. Right, there we go.
Pink,
My
are you going to let me
biting
bandage your arm?
Yes.
Critical success, 17.
Great. You stab the knife into a kitchen cabinet, and it seems to stay there.
All right,
now.
I'm going to try and hold it in so it can't stab anyone else. And I also look around for more knives that might come flying at us.
Give me an alertness roll.
With a snag, I will do that.
And then after this alertness roll, and I'll tell you the results, then we'll take our first 10-minute break.
I wrap up Pink's arm quite nicely. It wasn't that big
Thank
of a
you.
Thank you, Red.
Thank you.
Even with a snag, I got a 14 critical
You
success.
did. It's the only gold-handled anything in this room. It's the only gold in this room, as it were. And we'll see if you linger in the kitchen and what else might befall you. In 10 minutes' time, remember to like, follow, and subscribe, and cheer on your favorite investigator in our Twitch channel. We also have a Shadows of Nox Mastodon, a Shadows of Nox Instagram, and of course, the Shadows of Nox Twitch page. We'll see you in 10 minutes' time.
Bye, chat.
Welcome back, one and all. Interestingly enough, they've been in the murder house for 5 minutes, and one person has almost lost a hand, one person has been nicked by a ghost knife, and one person is very annoyed that all the people keep getting hurt. Oh, and Investigator Black almost died in the basement, falling through a trapdoor. But we'll not dwell on those facts. Let us dwell on the fact that you are still in the kitchen, or perhaps you're ready to leave the kitchen, perhaps try to unlock one of the locked doors, or go back into the main gallery, or
Well,
anywhere else you wish to go.
Also, I don't know if it's the blood loss, the shock, or the constitutional, but is that a ghost right there in the corner of the kitchen? Yellow, I see it too. That right there, right?
I'm not seeing anything
correct.
green.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
right over there in the corner.
so I want to test something. Hey, Blue, come bring the camera over here, would you?
Yeah.
Just touch the camera to the knife. I want to see if chat can
Touch
see this
the
thing.
camera. Oh,
Yeah, it's stuck in
my
it's stuck in the cupboard. Just touch it to the handle. You don't have to like
cannon mark.
just gently. It's just a camera. Like we could literally be changing the course. We could literally be changing the course of human history if all of our audience can see an actual ghost. Just touch the damn knife.
So
I
I need
Oh God, what
I
do you need, GM? What this am I?
need a finesse roll
A what?
from you. Investigator Blue, please give me a finesse roll.
Finesse. I was I don't have finesse. This is not going to be good.
It's
Yeah.
under strength.
Yeah, I don't. I don't have any.
Sorry, it's under speed.
I don't have any abilities on that. On the other hand, I did get a 10.
You got a 10. That's great. So as you touch the knife with the tip of your camera, the knife flies back off the cupboard, and you lost an eye and bleeding out of your eyeball.
Wait,
Good job, Investigator Black.
but he succeeded at the roll.
Oh, yes, he did succeed at the roll.
Okay. All right.
Yes, if I failed, I'd probably be dead.
Okay, so now we have a screaming investigator holding his eye. Where is the knife at this point?
Is the knife still in my head?
Oh, no,
All right,
it slammed
I
itself
am-
back into the kitchen cabinet that you all forced it
Oh.
into.
I am going to attempt to contain the knife. I have some purified salt. So I am going to make a circle of salt around the knife.
Fabulous. I'm not going to have you roll
Yay.
for that. That's your expertise.
I'm going
Uh,
to angle the
yes.
camera around, and I'm going to be like talking to chat. Can you see the ghost, guys? Can you see a ghost? I need you to confirm if you can see this ghost. Like, yes,
No
it's still
one
attached
in
to Blue.
chat can see a ghost, and now they're little RIP Investigator Blue versus RIP Investigator Green. Like, there's like a war going on in chat to see who is apparently going to die in this house first, green or blue.
Oh my god!
Okay,
was
so
so
I am good. I have a critical success to save your eye. You're just
It's true.
not going to be able to see out of it for a while. For a
Do you have an
long
eye
time.
patch?
Don't
I have
worry,
basically
Blue.
a bandage,
I've got
and-
forms you can fill out for a
anything to do, and bandage.
medical.
Oh my god! How am I gonna?
aid.
How am I gonna do camera work with one eye? Oh god, this is gonna be terrible. Give me my camera back, Black. I have work to do. Thank you, Red. Sincerely, thank you, Red.
Before I give the camera back, I'm going to reach out and I'm going to grab the knife handle while I'm holding the camera, hoping that will like
God.
transfer the ability to see the ghost to the chat.
Oh no, no. Oh god.
I am basically going to try and throw myself on top of Black to knock him and the knife down.
Oh no.
Yeah, give me that might roll, because for a good old fashioned wrestling, to see what happens.
Actually,
No,
Meanwhile,
give me. I just got to give it. Let me touch the knife.
I will
Fabulous.
not allow that to happen.
So I
I'm
need.
having
We're both
such a
rolling
good
might. Is
time.
that correct?
No,
Everyone
just,
stop touching the knife.
just red.
I have it
Just red has
contained.
to
Okay.
roll.
All right.
Critical
Great.
success to keep you from doing that.
So you
Okay.
fling yourself into Investigator Black. Investigator Black, the floor is kind of slick. You go back a bit and like you bang your back into a meat locker style door. Once again, not enough to do damage, but now along with your knee, your back hurts a little bit.
Well, most important thing, what happened to my camera?
Oh no, your camera's fine. It's just Investigator Black's back. It's,
Good.
Yeah.
That's important. That's the most important thing.
Like, nobody touched the knife. Get out of the kitchen.
I'm
I'm
gonna take my
waving to the
camera and get
ghost.
out of the kitchen. I'm listening to
no.
Red.
Oh my god! Oh, guys, I actually fell for it. You guys set this whole thing up because you know I believe in this stuff. You are a bunch of like. I'm gonna kind of toss the camera at Blue, and then I'm just gonna stalk out of the kitchen.
Yeah. Investigator, actually, I need this from everyone. I love this, actually. Give me an acrobatics roll, everyone, as if you're exiting the kitchen, unless you're staying in the kitchen. I'm not going to tell you what to do. If you're exiting the kitchen,
I'm
give
exiting.
me an acrobatics roll.
I'm staying. I'm waving to the ghost.
Oh yes, I am.
Then, yeah.
I am putting the knife back in its salt circle, and I am leaving.
Oh no, I
Cool.
failed.
Oh, you got a 9.
I got a
That's your
9.
acrobatics.
Oh, no.
That's
I got a
sad.
9.
I'm so sad.
Probably
Oh
12.
god, I'm the only one. who failed.
22.
I think the ghost
Oh.
wants some cake.
So, Investigator Blue,
Mhm.
you're walking around, bad depth perception. So here's the setup: is that you have to go down a step when you get out of the kitchen to get back to like the main floor. It's not enough to be like an actual full thing. That's not what causes your feed to get lost. What causes your feed to get lost is the candlestick that falls down from atop the powder room door that hits the very top of your head in just the right spot.
Son of a
And
bitch.
your feed is lost as your head cracks open.
1
Au
plus 2
revoir,
plus 2 plus 1.
Investigator Blue.
Wait, what? What?
It's a
I don't
very
get to
heavy
see this
candlestick.
happen. Oh, bollocks.
Okay, yeah, I just realized what's going on here. 1 + 2 + 2 + 1.
All right, I'm calling it. We have an unconscious casualty. We need to end this and get out of here.
I just also figured out what was going on. I look at Black and I'm like, how, you bastard, you set this up.
All of you are the ones pretending you saw an actual ghost. How did I set this? I fell down a trapdoor and messed up my leg. You think I did that on purpose for a bit?
You set this up like a live action Clue game without any safety measures.
Why would I set this like Clue? Are you serious? What are we all in their 60s? Nobody even knows that movie. It would be a ridiculous tie-in.
I'm talking about the board game.
The board game's even worse. Nobody plays board games.
We have
How dare!
Look,
I'm-
Medic, quit
anyways,
arguing. You need
would
to.
you like some
You need to
cake,
help
Mr. Ghost?
help Blue, and then we can get Blue out of here. That should be the most priority.
Look, I got tackled into a freezer and my back is kind of messed up and so is my knee. So I'm not lifting anything.
Oh, boo-hoo. All right, stay out
Hey,
of the way
you're,
then.
You're the tech crew. You do it.
I will go over and see if Blue is merely unconscious or if he is fired.
Cool. Yeah, I'm not going to make you do a science roll.
There's no more candlesticks. Before I do that, I look up.
Oh, yeah. No, you don't have to worry about more candlesticks because you're a little distracted by the piece of brain that you see from
Oh, I don't even have to make a medical. Oh,
No medical check for that, I promise.
Like, yeah, he's
And,
dead, Yellow.
and he was the smart one, I guess.
All right, we're leaving.
Good plan.
Does the ghost react at all to being waved at?
The ghost does not react to being waved at, but does point toward the freezer door, Investigator Green.
Oh, well then let's open the freezer door with my uninjured hand.
Fabulous. You open the freezer door, it's empty except for there's some weird hanger hooks on the wall.
Meat hook, you might say.
Meat hooks, you might say. That's the generous way of saying that. Would you like to see if any of them react?
I mean, I'm going to look at the ghost again.
The ghost gives you a thumbs up. And she's wearing a fabulous dress, by the way, so...
Oh, fabulous.
Fabulous.
Sure.
Great.
Let's reach out. Let's put a glove on and then reach in and grab a hook.
Cool. So you grab a hook, and as you grab a hook, you hear a click, and a secret wall opens in the meat freezer, and outside the meat freezer, the front doors slam shut.
Oh my god!
Investigator Green
A secret
Welcome.
passage,
with a secret passage. Would you
guys!
like
I
to
found a
investigate?
secret passage. This is the best day ever, apart from the hand. But you know what?
And
I don't think it hit any tendons. I'll be fine.
Are you
By the
inside
way,
the freezer
Green-
that closed? Can we hear you?
Yeah, no one can hear you, Green. You are talking to yourself. by the
Oh.
way.
Oh well. Secret passage.
All I know is
Fabulous.
I'm covering Blue's face and the front door just slams shut.
Oh yeah, the front door. It's front door just slammed shut, except for the dearly departed Blue. Well, and Green that.
Wait, sorry,
The got a secret passage. The front door just slammed shut.
The front door of the house.
The front door of the house
Okay,
just
all
slammed
right.
shut.
I just want to make sure we're talking about the same door.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if something supernatural is holding the door shut. or if it's something mechanical.
I think that's a fabulous idea. Yeah, it's not a cult. Something was triggered in the house. Somebody wants you to stay.
That's not psychic energy holding the door shut. There's some kind of mechanism.
Oh, that's lovely. Well, I still agree with Yellow. We should probably leave. We have had a death on the premises. Where is Green?
Wait, he's dead?
I covered his face. He's dead black. He's very dead. Where's Green?
Where's his camera? I'm gonna go get his camera.
His camera's
I
probably
already-
next to him.
His camera's just right there next to him. Like, the lens is cracked, but that makes kind of a cool effect for the audience, you know.
I do not stop you from grabbing the camera. I let it happen.
Neither do I. I'm trying to muscle the front door open.
I'm going to check windows,
me-
see if there's one we can climb out.
So, Investigator Yellow, let's start with you. At the front door, I'm not going to make you deal with the trapdoor currently. Give me a might roll to wrestle with the door to see how you do. The difficulty will be surprisingly high. And then there are no windows. You'll have to enter a room to find a window. So, Investigator Pink, yeah, let me know which room you'd like to enter.
Is a 17 enough to open the door?
Sadly, it's not. Normally it would be. Sadly, it is not. For shame. Investigator Red.
Yes,
It does seem like Investigator Black knew where they were bringing you to. Is it possible they knew about functions of the house before you arrived? Investigator Pink, where would you like to go?
I'm going to look for a sitting room because I feel like that has the highest likelihood of a big window.
So the sitting room is, I will just put you in the sitting room and then I will explain what you see in the sitting room.
I am trying to stay with the most number of people at this point.
I know, you really are trying, aren't you? So here's a fun fact I want to share with everyone.
Uh-oh.
So, Pink, as you enter the sitting room, you see everyone's favorite investigator enter in from a secret painting into the sitting room. The sitting room has a couple of couches and a writing desk. The couches are a curious shade of orange. There's a broken vase on the mantle. There's an open cupboard with 3 shelves between the door and the fireplace. And curiously enough, an open briefcase with 6 open black boxes tied with purple ribbons on the coffee table. And there are also a couple of sherry glasses on the ground. And
Hi again.
Investigator Green, yes. Before you say hi again, please hold for just a second. Right, that is who. Yes, there it is. Give me one more second.
I'm scared.
All right. So Investigator Pink. Usually people only enter through paintings and Scooby-Doo episodes.
Hello. I found this really great painting, passageway, whatever. You should check it out.
All right. Well, hold on a second. So, chat's helping us out. Got some internet sleuthing going on. This isn't
What is chat saying? Yeah.
this isn't quite right because they didn't serve a chocolate cake. They served monkey brains in the movie, and nobody was killed with the candlestick by it falling on their head. It hit the butler at the end as a gag, but didn't actually kill anybody. So if
Wait,
things aren't
monkey
happening
brains?
the way
You're
that
talking about Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom? What does that have to do with this?
no, at the beginning of Clue during the dinner, the cook serves everybody monkey's brains. It's a plot point later on, but that I'm just saying it's not happening the way it would in the movie.
So you admit you set this whole thing up?
No, that's my
Pink?
point. If I had set
Are
this
you
up,
okay, Pink?
it would have been a direct tie-in to the movie, and it would have been as accurate as possible because I've got an eye for detail.
And we wouldn't have a dead cinematographer right here.
Yeah, I wouldn't kill our cameraman. He's kind of the one that's mining for gold if we're doing a show. Okay.
So you're saying you didn't set this up and this actually is haunted?
You're the ones all pretending to see a ghost.
I have not seen a ghost. I had seen a bunch of people stab each other.
I'm gonna walk over to the mantle and check
Fabulous.
what's going on over there in this.
I'm going to investigate the passageway between the kitchen and the sitting room. See what psychic energy is there.
It's dark in there.
Alright.
I'm gonna come in with my flashlight so you can see
Oh, great.
after grabbing that thing off the
Party
mantle.
even more.
Great. Investigator Green, give me a targeting roll. Investigator Pink, it might be
evasion
wise of you to do a
target.
might roll.
All right.
Do I have any penalty for having an injured hand?
Oh no, I don't think any penalty is necessary.
I mean, probably not. I'm not good at rolling.
Oh, I understand. Okay. Well, see, neither of you really came off that very well. Here's the thing. Everybody that's not currently lost in their feet in the main hall hears the sound of a revolver going off, but you can't tell where it's coming from. Unfortunately, Investigator Pink, you do not wrestle the revolver away from Investigator Green, but as you are exiting into the meat locker, the front door does open.
Hmm.
A singing telegram. I'm gonna run to the front door. Being careful of the trapdoor at the mat.
Oh no, give me acrobatics. You've set that in motion.
But all right. 16.
16.
I never
Okay.
should have used the revolver. I should have trusted my trusty rope.
Should have trusted your trusty rope. Yeah. So
I am going for the ghost knife.
all right, that's fabulous. So we're gonna do this a couple of ways. I would love very much for you, Investigator Pink, to give me a finesse roll to see what happens with the knife. Investigator Black, give me an animal handling roll.
Oh, lordy.
Investigator Red, what's going through your mind?
Okay, so basically what I've done is I've moved myself to where I can see what's happening in the sitting room, what's happening in the front door. I've left Blue behind because he's dead and I don't have to try and keep him alive anymore. I don't actually know what I'm seeing into the sitting room, and I'm also waiting to see if Black falls through the trap door again.
You haven't seen anything. Black does not fall through their trapdoor. Black actually gets out of the house, which would be good if it weren't for that pesky doghouse. Because you see, it isn't just people that can become ghosts. And you know those steak bones that were in the doghouse that people chose to examine and move? Dogs weren't happy about that. But it is a real treat for the audience to watch you get dragged into the doghouse as Investigator Black. Your feed is lost literally to the dog.
I didn't roll animal handling, so I don't know why I'm suffering
thought
a
you-
death from that.
Okay,
No,
I apologize.
That
No,
was
you did roll.
No,
Nope,
I
that
was,
was-
you had me
that was-
roll
okay.
animal hand.
That was not
I
me.
apologize. Let us reboot that because you deserve the fairness I give as a GM. I apologize for that.
That's okay.
you better make
Green,
this hit.
yeah, you
Chat-
do need to do an
chat,
animal
he's out
handling
to get me.
Investigator Black.
Chat,
yes.
the GM is out to get me. It's all rigged. You can see it. You saw what happened. Get in the
It's true. You
comments.
need to give me animal handling. Investigator Green, you actually need to give me a targeting unless you're not going to use the revolver again.
No, I wanted to use the rope. I got to strangle him.
Oh, you wanted to use the rope.
I have trusty rope.
You do have trusty rope. If you wish to strangle, you'll have to make a noose out of the trusty rope, which
is there
would
somebody in the
be.
city? They're in the tunnel?
No, they are now.
Technically,
So
we fell back out in the kitchen.
you fell back out into the kitchen.
Okay.
Making a rope, I'm going to call that a survival roll because that involves foraging and hunting, which is kind of making a knot. All right. So you did get a 2 on the animal handling. You
I would
can
like
use
to
a
spend my
resurrection point.
points. Yes, I would like to
Yes.
do that.
You can do that.
And it's just a reroll, correct?
It is just a pure reroll.
Okay.
All right, I guess I'm gonna have to go save Black.
Investigator Green, you do make a successful noose. Investigator Pink, as we look at the animal handling roll, you can think of what you want to do because you can see the noose coming. Investigator Pink. Investigator Black, that 7 is not enough. Now, you can do, in order to save yourself, it will still hurt immensely, but Investigator Red, you're going to come running, right? To try to help
Hey,
Investigator Black?
And I have a weapon, and the weapon is an unbreakable case.
You do have a weapon.
So
So
trying to hit.
So actually, what we're going to do is we're going to do what's called lend assistance, where essentially you're going to give me a might roll, Investigator Black, but you're going to do it with an edge. And
Okay.
this might roll is you grappling against the dog, and essentially you're getting this edge because Investigator Red is assisting you.
All right, so I come running out, and I help Black, and Black is going to make a might roll.
Yes. And this is to grapple, and you're going to do it with an edge, and we're going to see if the ghost dogs are aware of you or if they still have you in their grasping maw.
Meanwhile, when my first effort at breaking the door open failed, I went for a window to try and break a window open. Can we see where I'm at?
Which window did you go into?
Let's see.
Put you in the middle of the first floor, and you can decide which room you'd like to go into.
Oh, there aren't any windows by the front door?
No, there are not.
Okay. Yeah, then
You do get the smell of dog poo, oddly enough.
in the house?
Yeah, when you're by the front door trying to open the door, like it was just the smell of dog poo, like someone stepped in dog poo.
All right. Well, that's irrelevant to getting out of the house. So,
It's true. Just
I-
unpleasant.
yes. I guess I would have tried for one of the rooms that hadn't been explored yet. So, over here.
Let's see how Black's might roll did with an edge. Did that roll?
Oh, I apologize. I thought somebody else was rolling for me. I didn't realize I was rolling the.
No, so Linda said
Gotcha.
since you roll with the edge, and basically Investigator Red is assisting. 14.
14.
Okay, so you were not dragged to the doghouse, but Investigator Red, you are treated to the sight of Investigator Black's leg. Like his trouser leg is just like being ripped open by an invisible force. And you can decide how you would like to assist now that you are physically there. Investigator Yellow, you ended up in a small room with white
Mhm.
walls, a couple of chairs, a green carpet, and a white telephone. There is a dripping wet jacket that smells of booze across a chair. There's an unlit fireplace with beautiful green marble. Um, and you can give me an alertness roll if you want while we go back to the kitchen, because now green has a noose and pink, you have a ghost knife. So we're going to do an alertness roll to see who got the jump on who. So green and pink, please both give me an alertness roll while yellow decides what they'd like to do in the room.
My
Yellow got an
alertness was
alertness.
3, so I don't notice.
3, yeah. Oh, wow. You got the same alertness roll, green and pink. That's fun. All right. So you got the jump on each other. So this is going to be decided by. I'm going to have both of you do a finesse roll with your weapons. So whoever gets the higher finesse roll is going to be the one that is the attacker.
So close.
So close. Investigator Pink.
It's a slap fight. They're just.
It's a slap fight. Never bring a noose to a knife fight. That's the word of the day. Also, you've lost a lot of blood, Investigator Green. There are a lot of places in the hand where blood can exit from, where it should not exit from. And Investigator Red is a miracle worker, but it's a lot of blood. And it's the sight of it in the kitchen that distracts you enough. Investigator Pink, as Investigator Yellow is investigating the white study, the smaller study, please give me a finesse roll to see if you finish the job that the sitting room entrusted to you.
Right.
Oh, you have a moment of hesitation, but you have a moment of contemplation. Investigator Yellow,
Mm-hmm.
you get a scent in your nose of alcohol, and you suddenly start to feel a little dizzy yourself. You lean against the fireplace, and I want you to decide for me A or B.
B.
A wrench falls into your hand, and it's large and heavy,
Oh, yeah.
and it could do some damage if need be. And you suddenly feel the need to do damage. Very strong within you. Investigator Red and Investigator Black, there are ghost dogs, and you're in the front yard. What would you like to do?
I literally can't see the dogs, but I can see them ripping open his leg.
Yeah, well, his leg trouser. They haven't gotten to the leg proper yet.
Okay, so it stands to reason. If something's physically acting on him, I can haul off with my medical case and smack over
Yeah.
where that's happening.
In the Essence 20 system, an impromptu weapon is always a might roll, and it's always a blunt object unless otherwise stated. So please give me that might roll. Investigator Black, do you have any words of encouragement, or are you just screaming in pain?
So I do have, actually, I was going to say, I have a power called Heart of the Team. Do I have to use that on my turn?
You can use that anytime because we don't have
Okay.
traditional combat in these games.
Perfect. Any ally within 60 feet hears your speech and gains a shift up to their next skill check. And I can use it twice per game, apparently.
Yes, and that's as
So.
good a time as any because it might save your life. Investigator Red, your might is currently a D6. So when you get to the screen that says shift up, you'll roll it as a D8 instead, because that's the next dice on the dice ladder for you.
I would like to say that in character, the speech that he's giving is, I'll give you co-host duties. Just get this thing off me.
Chat starts responding. We've heard that before.
Not from me, you haven't.
Shift to D8.
Yes, shift to D8.
All right. And this is not. It's a normal, right?
It's a normal, yeah.
Okay.
Well, nothing is normal per se.
I got a 20.
That's a 20. So you could drag him back into the house. He'd be kind of hard to drag all the way out of the street, and also you're not in town, so you would just be dragging him towards the gas station, I guess. But
don't we have a car anywhere near?
You have a van, but you have to get him down the driveway to get him to the van. That's
So the house is the place, the safest place. And by safe, I mean safest place.
Unless you're going to drag him through the dirt and the mud. That's what you got to do.
I'm dragging him back to the house, getting him out of harm's way. And then
Right.
as she says, fine, you didn't set this up. I hope you got some footage of that stuff.
Probably the most disconcerting thing is you can actually hear the dogs growling, but you don't see them.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm a little bit weirded out by this. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure I haven't been drinking anything. I didn't eat the cake, even though I wanted to. I haven't been hit in the head, so I'm actually hearing growling, and I did see this. So, okay, maybe something's here.
So,
but I do make sure
yeah,
that we do not fall into the damn basement.
Yeah, that's good. You're a good person. So, Investigator Yellow, I want you to think about the fact that you can hear two people in the hall now, and you have this heavy wrench, and this house is definitely trying to murder you. Who's to say the people inside aren't trying to murder you? As we go to Pink and Green in the kitchen. How we doing, folks, with our noose and our knife? How we doing?
The knife doesn't want to go in me a second time. Ha! But the noose would love to go around your neck.
What would I roll to see if there's a chance of...
Give me an occult roll. Give me a culture roll.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out the chances of breaking out of the murder compulsion.
That's fair. Give me a culture roll. 14. I mean, a noose is nice, but no nooses were used in this room the first time. You think a ghost likes to be disrespected by the use of a different weapon in their place of power?
You're right, disembodied voice. The death must happen with a knife. I'm going to roll finesse.
Fabulous.
Tabby again.
That's great. So we're going to do this old-fashioned combat way. You have to get a 14 or higher.
Let's see.
Because that's your evasion, Investigator Green.
We're going to settle this the old-fashioned way.
Oh, that is a 14, Investigator Green. Do you have any last words as the knife goes into your rib cage?
My only regret was not eating the cake.
You can still eat the cake. It will take you a moment to die.
And that I didn't kill you as well.
That's great. Those will be your final words as Investigator's Green feed is lost. Investigator Pink, you have a knife and now a noose, because Investigator Green, so thoughtfully before they died, gave you a noose. So now you have 2 weapons, which is nice. Investigator Yellow, you have a wrench in there. 2 voices in the hall, and they might be out to get you. What you up to?
I'm going to try and get out of this house by swinging the heavy wrench against the window and trying to break the glass and get out.
There is no window in this room.
All right, out I go, wrench in hand, raised high to defend myself if necessary.
Investigator Red, Investigator Black, Investigator Yellow found a wrench.
I'm probably kneeling over Investigative Black, making sure he can still walk. So I'm probably not actually seeing the wrench. God, I hope this.
Oh, thank God.
Investigate.
Yellow, we got to stick together. There's definitely something weird going on in this house. There's some dog things out there too, so there's weird stuff going on outside. There's just weird stuff going on everywhere. I think it's better if we stick together.
We need to call in help.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, I pull out a cell phone. Is it working? Signal?
There's no service out here. You're way too far in the country for that.
Chat, you need look at the camera. Chat, you need to call the ambulance. Heathrow Manor, and I'll give the address.
I think I saw
You get
a
a
phone
bunch
in
of
the kitchen.
responses. R.I.P. Black. R.I.P. Black. R.I.P. Black.
I think I saw a phone in the kitchen, I say, and I head off back
Wait, no,
toward
we
the
got it. We
kitchen.
should stick together. We should stick together.
But we should call the police for
Yes,
help.
we should all go together. You just have to just don't go off by yourself. We'll all
all
go
right.
together.
Okay, I'll take point, I say, holding the wrench.
All right. All right, let's go. Kitchen.
Investigator Pink, you hear movement in your direction, and there is a dead body on this floor and a couple of murder weapons. I guess the question is, do you want to be here when those people arrive?
No, I am going to take the weapons and abscond into the secret passage.
Are you taking the revolver with you as well?
Yes.
Fabulous. So, Black, Red, and Yellow, you enter the kitchen to find the stabbed body of Investigator Green. Bearing in mind, you left Investigator Blue outside the powder room, so you have to step over Investigator Blue unless you moved him off to the side.
At this point, I mean, we didn't have time to move him. Like, all of this is happening at once.
Yeah. I mean, you could move Investigator Blue now, but their feed is lost, as is Investigator
I can
Green.
move him a little.
Yeah.
Black, hold on to the doorway, and then I will gently move.
I will give whoever can give me the best Mrs. Peacock scream an extra resurrection point for the rest of this game.
What is a
That's pretty good.
We should probably warn our audience of headphone warning before we attempt those. just a heads up. So you want specifically Mrs. Peacock?
I would like a Mrs. Peacock scream, yes. Specifically Mrs. Peacock. Dig deep.
I'm trying to remember what her scream sounded like.
I could look it. Is it cheating to look it up?
I think it's like a series of repetitive, shorter screams. It's not one long one. I think that's Mrs. White. So I think she goes into fits, and then Mr. Green slaps her and says, "Well, somebody had to stop her screaming." So yeah, this is going to be my entry into that. I don't want to do this.
You don't have to. No one is
I do.
forcing you to do anything.
Yeah, I do. I'll let somebody else go while
I will abdicate. I am not screaming because it's just not something that I generally do. I will bow to Triffid or our Agent Black, assuming Agent Black can figure out what he's doing.
I will give an opportunity here to Investigator Pink while Investigator Black is thinking. You now kind of have free reign while everyone else in the kitchen. There was a switch next to the cellar door that turned the lights out. That was pretty obvious to see. And there are a couple of other unexplored rooms. If you know where you are, as they're discovering green and potentially doing Mrs. Peacock screams, you have some choices to make that could create an advantage for you as the house continues whispering sweet nothings in your ear.
I am going to turn off the circuit breaker. And also, I'm going into the powder room so I can use the mirror to call the ghosts closer and make them more powerful.
That's fun. I like that. I didn't intend for that. So, Investigator Black, would you care to enter the Mrs. Peacock Scream challenge, or is Investigator Yellow going to get the resurrection point?
Everybody just be warned. If you're wearing earphones, turn it down or something. I'll give you like a 3 count before I do it. So 1, 2, 3. It's not a high-pitched scream, but that's probably the best I could do.
That was very good. I'm going to give you the resurrection point for that. For doing the Mrs. Peacock scream. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, the lights go out.
Oh, well, I, being prepared, turn on my light that I have with me.
Very good.
I'm going to use the cell phone flashlight.
Okay.
I'm going to use the camera light.
That's good. You paid a lot of money for those cameras. Might as well use them whilst you can. Give me an alertness roll if you are currently in the kitchen.
I guess technically we had all kind of stepped in. We found the body, and that's when the lights went out. So I guess I would be in there. I said we should all go together, but I don't know if everybody did follow. So
all right, I will say that
I assumed they did, but perhaps I was wrong about that.
Yep, I can be in there. That's fine.
Okay.
Shift, no change.
13.
I'm still trying to figure out how to attach the camera somewhere so that I don't have to hold it with both hands.
Investigator Black, there was a golden-handled knife in one of these cupboard doors. That golden-handled knife is no longer in the cupboard door, or in fact anywhere in this particular room.
All right, we have a loose knife. It could be floating around anywhere. We know it's stabby, so keep your eyes out. Oh, I kind of like look towards the door where Blue's body is still kind of like silhouetted. just make sure you're paying attention. Don't be disrespectful to the dead.
Where's the phone?
Well, old houses like this, if the power's out, then I don't think the phones work, do it? Aren't they directly tied into the power lines somehow?
I have no idea.
I think with old houses like this, the phone lines and the power lines weren't separated until like much later after this house would have been built.
Investigator Yellow, there was a phone in the sitting room. You just didn't try it.
Ah. Okay. All right, I don't see a landline here, but let's try. There might be one in the sitting room outside. So let's, as a group, go over and look at the sitting room and see if the landline there works. Maybe it won't because of the power, but maybe they had something fixed up. I mean, I know I've been in houses where the phone landlines are separate from the power and still work after a hurricane knocks out the power.
Well, here's hoping that's the case.
So,
So
is there a
altogether,
specific order you're going to leave the room in?
I take point with my wrench raised high.
Mhm.
I'm kind of I'm basically keeping up with Black because he is the most injured of us.
All right.
This isn't like criticism of you, Red, by any means, but I will just like to remind you that part of that is because you tackled me into a freezer. It's not. This isn't. I wasn't gonna hurt anybody.
Just come on, let's go and do the phone. Would you like to say something to the camera? I show this the camera at your face.
Chat, we are gonna get out of this. We are gonna be fine.
As you say, we are going to be fine. I have to do this now because you said we're going to be fine. Investigator Pink, it looks like Investigator Black is at the back of the pack because Investigator Red can't really be everywhere at once. And you have like 3 weapons with you. You said we're going to be fine. You brought this on your shelf in a horror film. What were you thinking?
That's fair.
I step forward, say something to the camera because I understand this is a job. All right. So,
although I will say, Investigator Red, you do have the joy and honor of seeing Investigator Pink creep out of the shadows with whatever is about to happen next.
Okay. Can I whisper to you?
You can Discord me.
Where is everyone exactly?
We'll do it this way. I'll move. So yellow was kind of there. I think that's black. I can't. That might be blue. Actually, I can't tell.
Black is this one right here. That's me.
Okay. So you were there, and then red's kind of there, kind of like there. We'll say that seems like an accurate formation. Let me know if that is not an accurate formation for you.
That works.
Okay.
I am actually going to hold back for the time being because I know I can't take 3 people at once.
Oh,
that's fair.
So you're not actually doing anything. All right. Well, then I will stop frantically typing.
That's perfectly well to frantically type. Actually, we are going to take our next 10-minute break so that Pink can collect their thoughts as the house continues. Welcome back, one and all, to Heathrow Manor, where 4 investigators are still alive, and there are more than 2 dead bodies and plenty of ghosts to go around. And I have great news for you, the non-dead bodies that are watching this live. If you have a Discord, we have a Shadows of Nox Discord server that is open for you now to join us in mayhem and merriment. If you would like to be in a future Destination Investigations and perhaps survive, that is a way that you can do that by joining and letting know that you have an unflailing allegiance to the Destination Investigation way of life, which is not filled with murder, I promise. And of course, we have a darkened house to now navigate. Investigators black, red, and yellow. The house is very dark.
So at this point, we don't know that Pink is anything other than possibly still alive.
Pink is possibly still alive. That's all that you know.
Okay. Right after Investigator Black says, "We'll be fine," I ask, "Got any ideas where Investigator Pink is?" Because if they're still alive, we need to get them out.
Wait,
I'm going
Let's see if we can get to a
Hold on.
phone and call for help.
Yeah,
there- Pink is psychic, right?
yep.
Hopefully they got the message. All right, let's go to the phone.
Did you just think at them?
Yeah, they're psychic. That's how it works.
The chat is currently doing little gifs of someone trying to move something with their mind and like failing to do so.
That's fair.
Okay. I moved the camera outward, so basically I'm panning up and down Yellow's back as we move forward as a group.
Right. Right. And I've
Fabulous.
got my light on and
Investigator, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, Yellow?
sorry, just that I'm moving forward with my headlamp on and my wrench forward, moving toward the sitting room where the white phone was.
Investigator Red, as you pass a slightly open door, there's a billiard table you can see, and with the flashlight, it looks like there's a noose on the billiard table.
Oh, that's right. This is where the French maid gets Yvette. This is where Yvette gets strangled.
That's
Well,
nice. Let's keep going.
Let's not go in there. Keep going.
I understand this doesn't make for interesting TV, but trying to stay alive does.
All right.
Oh yeah, no, I
Well-
wasn't criticizing. I just like
Okay.
you know what? Let's
You were
just go.
giving information. I apologize. You were giving information. That's nice. We're going for a phone.
Right.
All right. Does anything interesting happen on the way towards the sitting room, Investigator Pink?
So I am. So now that they are faced away from me, I am going to. I'm going to take my revolver and take a shot at Investigator Black, since they're straggling behind,
Please
and then
give me a
hopefully
targeting.
run up the staircase.
All right. Please give me a targeting roll.
Does the fact that it's dark
Yeah.
throw that off?
No, because they're closer to the light. Because the light in the cellar stays on permanently.
Does okay.
No, yeah, in the movie, if you watch Clue the movie, the cellar light never actually goes out when they flip off the electricity to the house.
Yeah.
So, Investigator Pink, you have a choice to make because your 14 is higher than both Investigator Black's toughness and evasion. Was that a shot to kill or a warning shot?
Oh, that was a shot to kill. I am wooed by the house's sweet nothings.
Oh. So, Investigator Red, especially because Investigator Yellow, you were a little farther ahead. Investigator Black, where do you get shot at?
Well, can I spend a resurrection point to force a reroll on that since it would kill me?
The resurrection points actually are only when you roll a dice.
Okay, so
you
basically at this point, you're saying I have nothing that I can do, no recourse to
can't-
not die to this roll.
If you want to try to give me an evasion roll and you can beat a 14, then or give me a
That's
finesse
unlikely.
roll because invasion. Yeah, give me the finesse roll and we'll see if you can beat a 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably not, but let's try it anyways.
But you never know. One never knows. It's always
Whoa.
good to try in the face of death. That is a 19. So two things happen at once. You're pretty sure you shot him, Investigator Pink. But as you get up the stairs to the second floor, Investigator Black, you do hear the bullet. But Investigator Pink, as you get to the top of the second floor, your vision goes blurry and you come to and you are standing in the front entrance of the house. Like there is no second floor. And you are now standing in front of the three people, one of whom you just shot at.
Wait.
So I would.
Is there or here?
So I am
Oh.
here now.
So you are, you are at the front door, and the three of you are. You passed the billiard room, so you're at least there at this point.
I would like to narrate that what happened there is that the shot rang out. I have been holding my phone to my face to continue the stream, and I would like to say that the bullet instead took out the phone, causing me to issue a no! Chat. Can you hear me, chat? Chat. Before I realized that, oh wait, someone just shot at me.
Yes, and chat can no longer hear you. It's almost like death in a way because that's
It should have been me. It should have been me.
Don't say that. Actually, because the shot came from behind us, I would have whipped around, seen just a bare shape running up the stairs.
Yeah.
And then nothing, and then heard.
Yeah,
Pink
then you.
Door.
Yeah, essentially, Pink went up the stairs, and then for a second you were on the second floor landing, and then it was like you were walking right into the house again on the first floor, Pink, and now you're just standing there right beyond the trap door and looking into the faces of the people moving toward the sitting room. It is still dark, but there's nowhere for you to go.
Is there a gun in her hand? Their hand?
Did you drop the revolver, or is the revolver in your hand, Investigator Pink?
I am going to roll deception to hide the gun and feign ignorance.
Give me that. Give me that persuasion roll, and then I'll have you do a finesse roll. Then I'll have you do infiltration for sleight of hand. So give me the persuasion roll first.
Okay.
That's a 15. That meets or exceeds most everybody's.
Yeah, believe that.
cleverness.
Okay.
Yep,
Mine's 18.
Okay, so you are going to be skeptical, but I want to do the
Okay.
infiltration roll for sleight of hand to see if you see the weapon, which will reinforce whether it's a lie or not.
Oh, are we looking at the willpower? That's where the finesse or evasion 12. Never mind. Oh, geez.
So
That's
that's sleight of hand is 23. So Pink, feel free to lie, but you're definitely going to be able to hide the weapon. It's just maybe the lie is not going to be believed because, again, you popped up literally out of nowhere for the three people that have watched two of their comrades have their feed lost and one who's had the feed on their phone lost, which is almost like death, but not quite. It's so distraught.
My views. My views.
Oh God, you guys, are you all right? I just turned up here and I don't know what happened. Where's Green?
What do you mean you don't know what happened? Green and Blue died for no reason. We're not getting any, there's no engagement anymore. I don't even know if they're talking to us. Sorry, I'm just really stressed out right now.
Okay. We're going for the phone in the
Right.
city. Let me think for a moment. A ray of knowledge. I'm going to ask the GM. I'm going to use my resurrection point. because I'm going to assume the phone's not going to work because nothing in this house has worked yet.
Good assumption. Yeah, good assumption.
I'm looking for a clue on, because right now what I see is we've got dead people, traps, ghost dogs outside, possibly ghost people inside, even though I haven't seen it, but at this point I'm willing to believe. I'm not quite sure what we need to do to get out of here safe, and that is my main thing. I need to get these people out of here safe. How do I do that?
In the movie Clue, there is a weapons cupboard where there is a hilarious misunderstanding about the key and whether or not it is locked. Your clue is that there is a weapons cupboard and there is a key, and weapons belong in a weapon cupboard.
Okay. If we cannot call people, I know what we need to do. We need to take all the weapons that we have found. Actually, I don't even know where you got that wrench, but all the weapons in Clue and put them away. I don't even know. What?
Let's not change in midstream. Let's just go ahead and try this phone.
We're not streaming anymore. We might as well not be streaming. It's dead air. I mean, at this point, just do whatever.
Alive.
Let's stay alive for the reboot, okay? Think about the reboot and stay alive for that.
We still have the footage. Look, it's still going. Here, since you don't have.
Oh my God, Blue's camera. Oh, I could kiss you.
Take care of the camera now.
I could kiss you. I reach forward and I tenderly reaching forward, I take the camera and then I smooch the lens. I don't kiss Red.
I'm like, you do realize you're going to have to wipe the lip marks off of that.
Yeah, of course I do. Yes. Oh, you're so beautiful. All right. Okay.
Try the phone. If
the show must go on. Let's do this.
The show must go on. Let's go.
The phone doesn't work. We start finding the weapons and putting them away, except I don't know where away is yet. And there's the lights went out.
Yeah, first things first. Phone. Sitting room. Now.
Come on, Pink. We're not splitting up again. Come on.
Right. Stay together.
So you all enter the small room that doesn't have any lights on currently. Does anyone close the door behind you?
No.
I see two head shakes. Investigator Black, as you enter into the small white study.
Sorry, I was. Before I answered your question, before I answered, I was going to ask a question. Which room is the study? Because they're not labeled, and so I've lost track of which room is which.
Yes. So Investigator Yellow came from there, so they are leading the way to that particular room. So it's going to be no, that is the billiard room.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, we were passing that one.
This is this room.
Okay. If Pink is in there with us, then yes, I will close the door behind us.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We
so
can do this.
Yeah.
We can all stick together. We're a team. We got to make sure that we don't let anything bad happen to the rest to each other, right? Like we're all in this together. Can I make like a diplomacy roll to like bind us together as a team?
You can do a persuasion roll to see how you rally the troops, and that's under
social persuasion, diplomacy.
Yeah, social persuasion. Yeah, social persuasion, diplomacy. Investigator Pink. Even if you're swayed by the words, you're now all in a room with plenty of shadow, and they want to take away your weapons. Investigator Yellow, you did find a wrench. It's very handy. Do you really want to give up a wrench for something that might not work?
I'll think about that after I try the phone.
Okay, that's fine. Investigator Black, you give a rousing speech about staying together in a murder house.
All right.
Unless you were giving a different speech, whatever
No.
rousing speech you were giving.
The rousing speech was we should all stick together. We're in this together. We all need to look out for each other. I was hoping to counteract some of the house like convincing people to hurt each other, but that's purely an RP thing. So whether people would want to go with for it or not, that's their call. Mostly this is prompted by the fact that I still don't trust Pink after the I don't know what happened. I just ended up here. Also, I'm pretty sure Pink's hands would be covered in blood from stabbing Green to death, but I could be wrong about that.
It's pretty dark, so you know it. You can
Okay.
always do a culture roll to feel the occult presence in the house, you know, and see if it's swayed by your speech.
I
Most
will
people
say-
too.
I guess they technically were. That was not the point of the roll, but sure, I'll do it. Who knows
Yeah.
what happened?
You never know.
Can I use my audience benefit for this?
You can, yes.
Okay, sweet. So yes, specialization, and then it's going to go from 0 to a D4. I think. Is that right? Okay.
Yes.
And it's a critical success. Okay, I hate to pause the stream. What is the difference between a success and a critical success? I have not found any pattern to that as I've watched the rolls come through.
There isn't really a pattern to it, especially
alright.
in like a non-combat scenario. It just means that you did a really good job. You did a really good job. The fireplace in the fire lights, and Investigator Pink, you are slightly moved as well by the speech. That doesn't mean you're completely moved, but slightly less murder in your heart. However you feel about that.
Can I roll a culture again to see if I can not want to murder?
Yeah, you can roll a culture if you'd like to see if you don't want to murder. I would never stop you from not murdering someone.
You're welcome
By
to
the
murder if you would like, but you don't have
If
to
you
murder.
like. It's a 12. You can give or take murder. I mean, murder is, you know, it can be fun, but, you know, it's
Yeah.
also... There's 3 other people in this room, too. So if you murder one of them, then you have to get the other 2 in quick succession. It's also a numbers game.
I don't know, I'm trying to cut back on murder. I really like I can't have like those you know, empty calorie murders. I really have to have ones that are like more substantial and kind of keep me going longer.
Yeah, like a stabbing. That's gotta have to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Right? The
So-
phone does not work, by the way, after all of this.
Okay. What else is in this room?
The fireplace, which the fire just weirdly came on. And that there is also a chair with a sopping wet jacket on it that kind of smells like alcohol.
Okay.
The jacket is oddly wet, but yeah, that's all that's in this room.
All right. Well,
Is it like scotch or like rubbing alcohol?
Closer to rubbing alcohol than scotch would have any decency to be.
All right, well, so the phone's not working. Red, your suggestion was that we get all the weapons and we put them in the cabinet. So the noose was in the billiards room, so we should go and get that. We saw that as we were passing by.
the candlestick is over by Blue.
Okay. So we need to find the knife. We need to find the gun that we heard go off.
How many weapons were there?
Well, in a classic game of Clue, I think there are 6. There's a knife, there's a wrench, which you have, there's a candlestick, there's a revolver, there's a noose, there's a lead pipe, I think is the other one.
All right.
Am I missing one? I don't remember.
I think the candlestick is still in the kitchen.
Well,
We're collecting
that's
weapons.
it.
We should get that.
It fell in outside the kitchen on top of Blue. So I left it by his head. Now, of course, things move in this house, but have we seen a locked cupboard?
In the I think in the parlor room over here, right?
Okay. So we should see if there is one in there. Okay. So I
Look,
did-
nothing was trying to kill us before we came into this house. Why can't we just leave the house and walk the 5 miles or whatever it is to the highway?
Oh, I will direct her headlamp to the tattered remains of my pant leg and the bloody gouges.
I make
Yeah, you can walk that off.
I'm not actually on the camera. I'm like, so yeah, there was something trying to savage his leg. I didn't exactly see it, but I'm pretty sure the 4 of us go out there, at least 1 or 2 of us go down to those things, and I'm not. We can try.
Well, we've
I
lost 2 people inside this house.
It's true. We could get to the van. We could try to get to the van.
We need to get who has the keys to the van? That would have been Green, right?
Green was in the kitchen, right?
All right,
Yes.
so we get the keys out of Green's pants pocket.
Oh,
And
I have this is like really morbid, but do we feed one of the bodies to the dogs to distract them?
Well, actually, they're dead. Those dogs are hungry. Maybe that'll work. Actually, that's very smart.
it's worth a shot. Worth a shot.
All right. Okay. All right. We can do this. We've got this. Let's.
That will save the ones who are living. We will make sure they have a good funeral.
Oh, wait. Okay. So real quick, Red, stand here, and then Yellow. Can you just turn slightly so the light? Okay. Now, Red, I want you to look directly in the camera and say, "They're going to make the ultimate sacrifice so we can survive." Go.
Their bodies will make the ultimate sacrifice so that we can survive.
We'll fix it in post. All right.
Blue would have wanted it that way.
Whichever is the smaller of the 2 is the one that I'm going to be carrying, because
I'm pretty small. I think. Yeah, I think that. Oh, you meant the corpses. Oh.
Usually one of the live ones need to carry the cameras and the weapons and get us out of here. I will carry the body. I have dealt with dead before. Also, honestly,
Hold on. Say that again. Look in the camera and say that again. That just the last bit.
I have dealt with dead before.
Oh, that's gonna be a great stinger clip. Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
In any case, the big problem is whoever carries the body will probably be the one in the most danger, because the rest of you are going to have to run. And I'm willing to do that because I'm also a fast runner. So once we get out, head directly towards the van. It's not that far down the driveway. I will throw the body towards the snarls
Mm-hmm.
here, but not see.
Yellow, I think you should take the keys because I think you'll get to the van first if Red's going to be throwing the body. That way the door will be ready. It'll be open so that the rest of us can just pile in.
That makes sense.
Okay. I would like to use heart of the team so that whoever makes the next skill check will get a shift up to their next check.
All right. Fabulous. So we'll just say that you're able to acquire a said body that you're going to desecrate by feeding it to a ghost dog. So here's a question I have for you. For the people that are currently holding weapons, are you running out of the house holding the weapon?
No, I'm standing in front of the door and I have pulled out the revolver.
Oh no.
Cool beans. Investigator Yellow, are you going to make a run for the van?
Well, do we have the keys first off?
Yes, I will hand wave to say
Okay.
that you have
All right.
the keys
Okay.
to the van.
I completely
All right.
understood what was actually happening there, because I thought for a second there Pink was keeping us from leaving the room.
Wait, Pink, are you just keeping them from leaving the room or the house?
Oh, I thought we were in the hall. My mistake.
We did move out into the hall to go get the keys and then move towards the front door. Yes.
Okay. Now, are you
Yes.
blocking us from leaving the house? That's the next question.
Yes, I am blocking you from leaving the house. I can't let you leave.
Okay.
Those bodies belong to the
body-
house. Your bodies belong to the house.
Hey,
I
chat. We're gonna see some Wile E. Coyote physics in real time. I'm gonna turn the camera back on Pink and be like, "You're standing right on the trap door, sweetie."
That is true. Pink, do you want to give me an acrobatics roll?
And I will not allow my heart of the team to be used on this roll because he is no longer part of the team, or they are no longer part of the team.
That is an 8.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Unfortunately, Investigator Pink, in your lust to defend the house, you pledge your allegiance to the house. And as you fall down the 20 feet becomes 40 feet as the thing that happened to you on the second floor happens to you from the basement. And so you end up falling crumpled onto the trap door.
So do we see Pink basically go ah, and then from the ceiling fall again?
Yeah, that's what you
Oh,
see.
okay.
As
Okay.
Investigator Pink's feed is lost.
I'm like,
Wow.
now I believe the house is haunted. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I think it's time to go. Okay.
Right, okay.
Just be careful about the trapdoor, okay?
Right. I am going to pop a Gatorade tab, which gives me a temporary one-time boost to strength or speed. So that's probably going to go to speed.
Yes.
And then I'm going to make my run with the keys for the van.
Great. Are you still holding the wrench?
No, I drop it on the way out.
Okay.
It'll just weigh me down.
Yeah. Give me let's see. We'll call it acrobatics, because it's maneuverability as much as it's like running.
All right. And I'm using my gymnastics specialization.
Yes, you are.
And oh, okay. Can I re-roll that one?
Have you used your resurrection point yet?
I have not.
Then you can. Or you can give me an alertness roll.
I can give you an alertness roll. Would that use insight at all or not?
It would.
Am I still snagged?
Give this to me as a normal roll.
Okay.
Oh my
That's
god.
an even worse failure. That's a 2.
So you kind of slip in some mud as you're running, but this was a gift. You have a choice to make. You see the key to the weapons cupboard, the small golden key as you slip. So you can run for the van, or you can be the hero, and you can actually vanquish the ghosts in this house by pointing out the key as the dogs come upon you. Will you be a hero or self-preservation? Make your choice, Investigator Yellow.
I am security, so I will point to the key. That's my job.
Investigator Yellow, it's a noble sacrifice. Investigators Red and Investigators Black. You hear Investigator Yellow scream, "The key! Key to the weapons cupboard! It's over here!" As Investigator Yellow is pulled down by the dogs and taken literally into the doghouse.
Oh, God.
But a very heroic act from Investigator Yellow. Investigator Black and Red, there are now 2 keys in the yard. And as we're coming up to our 3-hour mark, which key are you going for? The key to the weapons cupboard that was so heroically pointed out to you, or the key to the van that was dropped that will save one or maybe both of your lives?
Well, since Red is throwing the body, I'm gonna dive for the key to the weapons locker.
All right. Give me
Don't make me roll something physical.
give me the infiltration for sleight of hand.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that is what it is. Let's see. No change there.
Can I assist by like yelling, roll to your right, roll to your right?
You can do a lend assistance for an edge, yes.
I will lend assist. I'm going to put blue down since apparently I don't have to throw my body because yellow is being eaten and I may need the body later. I assist black and we're going to do what I originally said we were going to do.
With this, you don't have to physically move for lend assistance.
Thank God.
So a 10 is a success.
Just barely.
Save your. So with this 10, 2 keys, key to the weapon cupboard. But also, this is a great moment for the Destination Investigations team. You could throw the key to the weapons cupboard to Red, take the van key, and get the footage. What are you thinking, Investigator Black? You have a couple of seconds.
I'm not leaving Red by herself here. I'm going back into the house with the key.
All right, that's fair.
Plus, I'm going to get much more footage if I stay. So
That's fair. All right. So you have 4 out of the 6 weapons. You know where the noose is. It's in the billiard room. I know, as the GM, where the lead pipe is. So I'm going to give you a choice. Investigator Red,
Mhm.
A or B?
A.
All right. Investigator Red, you can see the noose in the billiard room. Are you going to go for it?
We are not separating. We are not splitting the party. We are Destination Investigations. I'm literally going to have a hold of him. Cross
Okay.
into the room. Get the noose.
Before you can exit the room,
Oh no.
I need you both to give me might rolls.
oh,
Might. Strength.
Under strength.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm actually good at this. We should see.
That
Um,
is a 1.
do I still have a I do have a resurrection point because I didn't spend one earlier when I tried to because it wasn't for a roll that I made.
I mean, I physically got a hold of
Yeah.
him.
I would like to roll that again.
I think you should. You literally can't roll any lower than a 1 with a 0 on the skill check.
So wait, if she has a hold of me, does that mean I get the edge from the assistance or no?
No, lend assistance is like a verbal thing, not a
Okay,
a
okay, cool,
physical
cool.
thing.
Ooh,
Yeah.
18.
Great. So you both fend off the ghostly power of the noose, which is
The
good.
noose comes alive and tries to kill us?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
great.
the only thing that saved you was that resurrection point. So as we're coming to the end, so here is the thing about the lead pipe.
Mhm.
It is in the library, rolled under the couch. But when you enter the room, both of you, let me double check to see what the lead pipe actually does to make sure I give you the correct thing. You both find yourself very, very thirsty when you find the lead pipe. This is a room full of a variety of beverages in wonderful glass decanters. Shiny, beautiful. You had a long night. Drink might be nice.
No.
Give me give me culture rolls to see if you can overcome the will of the lead pipe. at the end of it all.
At the end of it all.
Culture roll at the end of the universe.
You got to be kidding me. Actually, sorry.
Oh.
I have a lending assistance in one non-combat situation per game. Lend assistance to one ally in the same room, giving them a shift up on the roll. It's a shift. I would have had to announce that before she rolled, I think.
And it also wouldn't have helped you because you got a 1.
No, but I was hoping to help. I was hoping to help her so that she could have a higher die, so that at least one of us had a better chance of success.
Does Red have a resurrection?
So here's the thing: is that it wasn't both of you it was going to affect. It was whoever rolled lower, anyways. Investigator
all right.
Black. You can't resist the siren call of the sherry, and unfortunately, your Mrs. Peacock scream can't save you this time, because that sherry is in fact poisoned. And Investigator Red, you watch helplessly as Investigator Black down.
No.
Yep, Investigator Black was very, very into it, and Investigator Black drowns their sorrows as their feed is lost and the world watches them literally drown their sorrows in sherry. Investigator Red, you are the survivor of Heathrow Manor Murder House. You have won the game of Clue as you put all the weapons back in the weapon cupboard and lock it, and your victory is that you get to leave the house alive.
I'm like, I'm not used. I have the camera. Like,
yeah.
This was Black's passion. I'm not going to let it go to waste. I'll make sure it gets uploaded or whatever needs to be done. Same with blue and green and yellow and even pink. They were a worthy team. And I leave and make sure there's no dog, pick up the keys and walk with the camera to the van, check under, open the doors and make sure there's nothing in there to eat me, close the doors, put the camera on the seat so it can see me driving or maybe the dash, be like, let's go home. It's a hell of a night, and start the van up.
As you start the van up and you drive off, your cell phone springs to life as you pull out of the driveway, connecting you back to the world as the final survivor of Heathrow Manor. Thank you, everyone, for playing this wonderful, wacky game. Thank you for putting through my paces as the GM. Thank you all for a fun time with Destination Investigations. And we'll see you again in 2 weeks for the next Destinations Investigations with potentially a new team. Potentially a new role of players. We'll see. But Destinations Investigations is done one-shot style, so there are 20 of these episodes in total, plus a couple of bonus ones for holidays that I have cooked up. And anyone that's interested in seeing if they can survive one of the many mansions of doom I've created and wants to try the Essence 20 system, get in touch. We're here in the Discord. Thank you all, and Investigator Red, you will get. I will work with you to get Investigator Red to level 3. Actually, I think is they got they'll give you level 2 now because they didn't survive the first investigation. So you'll be a level 2 Red Investigator if you choose to play Red again. But thank you all. I hope everyone. Don't forget, next Saturday night, we're going to have a spooktacular Saturday. There'll be another potential Haunted Mansion scenario because we're going to play a 10 Candles game. And everyone's favorite 10 Candles GM, Isabitz, is going to put me through my paces in retribution for all the things that I put them through during Power Ranger times on Wednesdays and other Power Ranger times. So thank you all for joining us. Join us next weekend for 10 Candles, and good luck. Bye!
Thank you so much, Panabon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate your patience with me, and I hope you all had a good time.
I did.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.